The inventory ledger on the screen report app is the powerful tool for a businesses looking to improve their inventory management process. This app provides a clear and concise view of the inventory incoming stock, outgoing stock, opening stock, closing stock, purchase, sales, and return analysis in the real time, making it easy to stay on the top of the inventory management. Now let's see how it actually works. So for that we need to get into the inventory. Under that reporting we can see an inventory analysis report. Let me get into that particular menu, and user have the option to generate an inventory ledger report by using an company wise or as a warehouse wise. So if we have select a warehouse, here we have an option to select multiple warehouse to get a report. So if we have select a company, from here we can select multiple companies as well. And under that we can see an product. If you need to generate a report by using the product wise or category wise, you can just select a product and categories right away here. Or else if you need to select, that is if you need all the data about the products, you can just leave and these two as a blank, and you can just click on the view data to view all the data about all the products. Okay, and from here we need to give a start date and end date for getting the analysis. Now let's get into the view data. So user can see a generated inventory ledger on the screen report and can see the incoming stock, outgoing stock, opening stock, closing stock, purchase, sales, and return analysis right away here. Now let's see what actually means. Okay, so incoming stocks. Now let's get into the incoming stock. Means if it is a stock which have purchased but not yet received from our side. And like the same way, outgoing stock is a sales order that we have created but not yet delivered to the customer. Okay, and we can see the opening and closing stocks. So closing stocks of the last year is the opening stock of the next year, so we can see those opening stocks right away here. And from here you can see the closing stocks. So what are the closing stocks are still pending in our hand, so we can see the closing stocks right away here in the closing stock. And what are the purchase list that we have purchased, you can see the purchase, and also you can see the sales according to the product. And if we have did any purchase returns or sales return, you can see the return analysis right away here. Now let's see how it actually applies in this particular reports. So for that, let me create a new product. So for creating a new product, we need to get into the inventory, and the products, we can see the products. Okay, let me create a new product like an headset. Okay, let me create a new product named headset. Okay, let's create. So now I'm going to purchase an headset of 20 quantities. Okay, so for that we need to get into the purchase module from here, and let me create a new purchase order. Okay, with that particular product, right? I'm going to purchase 20 quantities with the unit price of 150. Now I'm going to confirm the order, and I'm going to receive the order. Let's validate it as well. Okay, now let's get into an inventory, that is the reports, and see how it actually works. Now let me get into the report and see the product will be here. So when I get into that, you can see that we have purchased 20 quantities. You can see the details about it, right? Now I have purchased of 20 quantities, but I have seen some fault in this 10 quantities or 5 quantities. Now I'm going to return that particular purchase order that we have created. So I'm going to return 5 quantities from 20. So I'm going to get into the same order which we have updated. Now from here we can see a return option. Okay, let me get into that, and from here I'm going to return 5 quantities. Now let return, and now validate the return order. Okay, now I have validated. Now let me get into the reporting and see how it actually changed. So from here, let me get into the same product like a headset, and from this report you can see I have purchased 20 quantity and I have returned 5 quantities from 20 quantity, and we can see actual quantities that we have to close the stock is in 15. Okay, like the same way you can see an incoming stock. As I have already said, the stock which we have purchased but not yet received from our side, so which comes under an incoming stock. So let me see how it actually works. So let's create a new purchase order. Okay, and from here we need to choose the product, like, and which is a headset. Okay, I'm going to choose a 2 quantities. Okay, and from here I'm going to add a unit price. I'm going to confirm the order but not yet received, not yet validated, which is in the ready state. So now let me get into the reporting again and see how it actually changes. Okay, now let me get into the product and see you can see there are two stocks that are not yet received from our side. Okay, so like the same way we can create an sales order for this product. So for creating a sale order, we need to get into the sales. Let's create a new sale order, and from here we need to select end product. I'm going to sell 10 quantities. I have purchased 20 quantity and I have sold 20 quantities. Okay, now I'm going to sell, like I'm going to deliver the product. That's I'm going to validate it. Now it is done. I have delivered 10 quantities. Now let me get into the reporting and see the changes that we have made, right? From here I'm going to get into the same product. You can see that I have purchased 10 quantity, I have I have purchased 20 quantities, I have sold 10 quantities. And from here you can see I have purchased written of 5 quantities. Like the same way I need to sale, that is sales written of 2 quantities, that I have sales the product but customer not yet satisfied in 2 products, that is 2 quantities, so they need to return it. So for that we need to get into the same sale order, and from here you can see the return option. They need to say that they need to return 2 quantities, like the same way that we have did for purchase. Now let me get into the reporting, and you can see the same reports but with the different data. Okay, so from here you can see there is a 2 return, that is a sales that we have made a 2 return, that we have returned as 2 products. So okay, so let me get into the reports and see how it actually shows. Like in the incoming stock you can see there is a 2 quantities, and from here in the outgoing stock, if any, you can see the outgoing stocks as well. And from here you can see the opening stock, closing stock, purchase, sales and return analysis right away here. And also user can see and user can generate and reports with the group by options, and from here you can see you can filter it out by using the product wise, or else you can filter it out by using the company wise. So in this way we can make use of this module to get an inventory ledger report on the screen. Thank you for watching.